Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our podcast, RG Young Minds.
I'm Eena Shrestha, and I'm joined by my classmate and friend Srishma Nepal.
Also from grade 10.
Obviously.
And I don't know, it still feels weird. Like it's already been like 2 weeks of being in grade 10.
Exactly.
A little more than 2 weeks, but it still feels weird.
Exactly. I don't feel like I'm meant to be in grade 10 whatsoever. Like
I can't comprehend the fact that I'm in grade 10.
It feels like I'm still in grade 9 or like I'm starting grade 9. But I'm not, and I'm in grade 10. And it does not feel real whatsoever.
I think today's episode is going to be a lot different because we don't have like a different guest coming up.
Yeah, it's just going to be
like
a
two classes.
conversation.
We're just going to talk about mostly grade 10 for today. Because, we just started it.
And it's completely new to us, so...
For me, I think the reason why we find it a lot different is because we missed 2 entire years of physical school.
Yeah, it's mainly due to Corona and just the lockdown.
We could have experienced so many different things in physical schools. We could have grown ourselves a lot. With being at home, it just gave us the liberty to do whatever we wanted.
Yeah, instead of being pushed to do stuff that we're not really comfortable with and experiencing new things, we're just repeating the same thing day and day again, over and over again for 2 years. So it feels really new, but it really shouldn't feel new, I don't think.
I do believe that school pushes us to explore ourselves a lot, and it would make us go out of the box and out of our comfort zone to practice stuff and to experience new stuff. But then that just completely shut down with online school.
Exactly.
And they did give us a lot of opportunities, but then I don't know, something in me just did not feel a lot comfortable doing that online because I had the habit of doing the same thing over and over again physically.
Exactly.
So just that change was a lot for me to take in at the beginning.
Yeah, it sort of broke my daily habit, so it didn't really feel comfortable for me to do it just randomly in one day and then not do it ever again. So I didn't participate much in online stuff.
I know, we had so many things, we had photography competition.
Yeah. I wish I participated in the photography competition. I have so many good photographs that I would.
I know my parents encouraged me a lot to do it. I don't know, something in me just was I'm not going to do it. I don't think I did. And until I regretted it a lot until the last day, and I'm it's already the last day. Let me just forget it. I'm glad we are having physical classes right now for
definitely.
grade 10. Even if we won't have a lot of activities that we can take part in and all. We'll still have something, right?
It's definitely gonna push me more to do stuff that I should be doing already, but I'm not because it's sort of not in my habit right now.
Also, the bad thing about this though is that we're in grade 10, so we'll leave the school most likely after this.
Yeah, it's 1 year, and you have to make everything that you do in the 1 year count, and you can't just go around wasting that time. So I'm really happy that we get to spend our last year probably together as the class to create new memories and hopefully make sure that we remake them in the future.
I finally get the fact, when people would say, oh my God, time flies or whatever, I finally get it. It finally hits me oh wait, it does.
I don't think the fact that us being in grade 10 is going to hit me until maybe once we start doing questions from the set books, or maybe probably even just right before SEE.
Yeah, I think it'll hit me, the fact that I'm in grade 10 will just come across my mind when I'm giving pre-tests or pre-exams or center exams and stuff.
Yeah.
Or when we have all those bulks of assignment as set book work.
Yeah.
We will have to practice, obviously. It's not the school to blame or anything. It's just us, and we have to adapt to that. We have to learn that.
Yeah.
We have to acknowledge that. But then when we get all those set book questions and answers, I think it'll hit me then oh wait, I am in grade 10.
It's going to be a brand new responsibility, I think. Right now I'm already taking it a bit more seriously than I did last year, which is pretty good for me. Very good. But I think I'm going to take it 100% more seriously once we start doing that stuff. It's just going to be more stressful and it's going to put a lot of pressure, but I think I should be able to appreciate that pressure instead of, I don't know, regretting it and not liking it and stuff.
Like, this just comes across my mind sometimes, like during the day when I'm just doing my assignment, and like even when I write my name in my new copy and I'm like class 10 or like grade X, and I'm like, oh wait,
I kept writing grade 9 instead of grade 10 every time I made a new copy. It's, oh god.
I don't think it's just us though. I think like our entire class does face this.
I think their entire grade faces the same problem.
I mean, I'd like to believe that, because we all went through the same thing, like with lockdown and stuff. So we all were at home doing
who knows what.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I think like our class did face this, and it must like I think it is difficult for our class to go through this, like in a sense that we did not have physical school for like 2 years, and also physical exams were a lot different. It felt a lot different,
especially for our like before we do SE like physical exams for BLE. We didn't exactly do physical exams, so when we go into the SE exam hall, it's going to be completely brand new. We'll never have experienced it before, and so
I think for for SE we have to go to another center, and we would have to do that for BLE too if we had it normally.
We had it
online. I think we're like the only municipality that had online.
Yeah, I think we're the only municipality who even did BLE. Yeah, but oh well. At least we got some sort of experience before SE.
It was online.
It was online, but still we had like some sort of idea of what sort of questions they'd make and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think it would have been a lot easier for us to deal with like physical exams, not just like SE, even like in school. For the second term of grade 9, I don't even want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
It was okay. The results were good, but then I'd expected a lot more. Yeah. But I think it was my results and the way I studied was also like very much affected by not giving physical exams and staying at home. Yeah. Like I don't know, we missed like 3 or 4 physical exams before that.
4.
Yeah. 4. We did not give a single physical exam in grade 8.
Exactly.
Because of COVID, we had to do it all online. And then even for grade 9.
Even in grade 8, we were about to do it physical exams. And then another lockdown happened.
There was another lockdown, or like we had air pollution holiday, and then
a lockdown followed, and then the school didn't open again.
We were about to have like that one exam, but no.
Exactly.
I think like we would have been able to take physical exams much more like we could take on that challenge a lot more easier. Yeah. In like a much more easier manner if we had done physical exams. Yeah. Because I know our entire class stressed a lot, like we're going to give it physically and all.
Yeah, I think everyone's like mindset completely changed after we received the results of the second term of grade 9. And then it's like, oh wait, this is going to be in grade 10 as well. And so we have to take this more seriously. And then I think everyone got better marks in the final term. Yeah. Definitely.
I do think we've improved. Definitely. Like, I can say that for myself more than others. Like, I don't know much about others. I'm not going to put that out for them. But for me, I know I did way better in my third term for grade 9 than second term. I can tell that 100%.
It's probably because like being in like physical school for the last term really changed the way that I studied at home as well. And then once physical exams came around, it was a lot easier to get into the habit of reading and actually trying to memorize and understand concepts instead of just leaving it be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like for grade 10 too, we have to learn to like ask questions if we have something, because we cannot like keep it with ourselves and bottle it up until the last moment when we have exam. Like that's not gonna work.
That's not going to work.
Trust me, I tried that for grade like 7 or something, and I realized it not gonna happen.
I hope I get into that habit soon, or immediately if possible, because I don't have that habit, and I really should make that a habit to just share in the class a lot more.
And I also think for like just people say marks don't matter for exams, and I don't know. I have a lot of things to go against that.
I would also agree with that if only they did completely matter.
Like, I don't know. Like, I know I should be taking part in other activities and all, but then, like, when people just go off like, marks don't matter, it's okay, you can do it better next time. I'm like...
But it's like, this is sort of the base for my entire life. I don't want to ruin it, but so far, I don't know.
Like, your SCE marks could actually define your future in a sense.
Exactly. Like, your SCE marks are going to be a major part in what you do in the future. Like, whether you get into a good job, a good college, good university, or whatever you do in the future, it's probably going to affect that at least a little bit. And having good SEE marks is probably going to help in your life no matter what you do. Yeah. So just saying that marks don't matter doesn't really make much sense.
Like marks matter. Masks
also matter, but not right now, obviously.
Yeah. Not in this context.
Not in this context.
Okay, the word mask has stuck with me for so long just because of COVID.
Oh no,
every time I talk about like marks, I don't know, it just comes up in my head.
Yeah.
Like the two pictures that come in my head when I say about marks is like one is mask and the other is just marks, as in like something out of 100 or something out of 10.
It's really, really messed with my way of life. Like, I don't think I can really go out any other day without a mask now. Like, even if COVID's gonna die out soon, or like it's already died out, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna continue wearing a mask for a couple of months or even years.
Like, it does sometimes like feel weird to not wear it and walk around like,
It doesn't feel normal anymore because we've been accustomed to like wearing masks for the past 2 years, almost 3 now, I think. And so it's just something new again. You're breaking the daily habit of wearing a mask, and so it's going to feel a bit more weird, and it's going to feel really brand new, except it really shouldn't again. Like 3 years ago, we didn't walk around with masks on daily, but now we do, and so it's going to be really difficult breaking out of that habit again once it dies down a bit more.
Talking about COVID and the effect it had, like masks, obviously we had to wear them, but also like it did affect our motivation, I think, in a sense.
Definitely.
It did. No, I don't think I know.
It definitely did. Like once physical school exams opened. Wow. Once physical school opened again, I've definitely felt like a rise in my motivation. Like I actually have something to prove and something I have to do daily. Otherwise, I might never get that stuff done. And so for that reason, I have been getting a lot more motivation.
Yeah, for me, like during lockdown, while COVID was a huge thing, it still is.
It still
does affect
is,
things.
But
like at its peak, when we were like at our homes doing whatever we did, it did affect my motivation a lot. Like I love to paint, I still do, but like I had so much free time, but I still would not do it for some reason.
Yeah, same.
I just get like hung up with gadgets.
My parents brought me so many art stuff, and then I ended up never really using them until like a couple of days before exams, which really bothers me still. I get the random burst of motivation to do everything other than study before exams.
I have like new ideas, really good ideas coming up to me just like 2 days before exams, and I like write it all down in a paper just to do it later on. So I have a sticky note and I just write it down there, note it down there. Exactly. And I hope I'll do it after exams, but after exams when I have free times, I don't even look at it. No.
You don't, like, that motivation that you just randomly get before exams just disappears once exams finish.
It's
and
so, like,
it's frustrating.
So much.
It is so frustrating.
Like, before exams, I have all these ideas coming up. I really want to paint. I really want to draw. I really have these, like, creative ideas come up to me. And I can't do it, obviously. I won't let myself do it because, like, exams are important in that sense.
Exactly. And then, in that sense, I don't think I'd ever go back to those ideas. Like, I might have started them just on impulse, but I don't think I ever finished any of those small projects that I started before exams.
I have, like, random blank canvases in my house. And it's empty. Some are empty, some are half painted, some are meh, that I don't like anymore. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm not going to do it. But at least for me, the good thing is, surprisingly, but not so surprisingly again, I had the boost of motivation in grade 10.
Yeah, and
obviously,
I think I'm going to thank that boost of motivation to physical school. And like seeing my friends also just helped my mental state a lot. Like it really made me a lot more happier than I was just staying at home, being lonely in my room.
Like, even if I don't talk much to people, that did affect me too. Like, I'm not much of a talker. I don't talk much to several people. But, like, I would rather choose physical school over online school any day.
Definitely.
Any day, any night, any second. I don't care. I need physical school.
Yeah. At this point, like, online school was really fun for the first month or two.
Yeah.
And then it got repetitive, and then it got boring, and then there was internet issues and all of those issues that came along with being online. So it really took a lot of motivation to actually bother trying to mess with the internet to make sure you actually joined the classes and stuff. And so it feels a lot better being online and seeing my friends like in real life than just talking to them through a screen, because now I can just actually interact with them instead of just talking to them.
Yeah, I do think online school and online classes and online everything affected our way of socializing and talking to each other. It did a lot, and I could feel it too. And I'm like, I cannot let this happen. So I really, really, really want to like improve that skill of mine for grade 9 and 10, because I can't just stick to myself and just talk to myself.
Grade 9's already over though.
Again. I really wish I'd done that in grade 9. I did some bits of it in grade 9.
Same.
And grade 10's going good in that sense.
Yeah, great. I think I'm improving a lot in my social capabilities in grade 10, but it's definitely not the best it can be. And yeah, so
I don't know, like, it's been good for me for now. Like, I'm okay with where I am for grade 10. Just have to push myself a lot again. I'm not satisfied with what I've done for the academic part of it. Yeah. But everything else is like, okay, I'm happy with that for now.
I'm happy that where I am right now, but I think in the future the stress and the pressure that we get because of SE is going to pile up a bit more, and so it's going to make me push myself a bit more and give me even more motivation, hopefully, other than just making me feel sad, hopefully.
Talking about the future, do you have any plans? Anything
I don't,
for your choice?
I don't think anyone in our grade has any like set plans for what they want to do in the future.
We should. I know we should. We need something.
We should have something like started like in our head.
I think some people do. Some people are like, okay, I'm going to go there. I'm going to do medical, or I'm going to go for something else, or I'll choose arts. I think some people do have that, but
but I think like one of our classmates said that they'd wanted to do something, but then later on they said that they didn't want to do it anymore. And so I think that sort of thought process is going to go through a lot of people's heads this year.
I just don't know what I want to do. Like, I have hobbies that I'm interested in. I do pick up hobbies here and there, and I didn't do much during lockdown again. Not a surprise again. I didn't like pick up a lot of hobbies during lockdown, but then like after school started, I just am like, oh, I'm interested in that.
Yeah,
or I'll go out for a walk and click pictures.
I think physical school also just opened up a lot of opportunities for us to experience new things and figure out what our actual interests are. Like for me personally, even in online classes, I had a lot of fun in programming. And so I think I want to do something with programming in the future, but I'm not completely sure. But I think that's my base for now. It might change in the future, as it might, obviously, because you can't exactly predict the future. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Why don't you just become a fortune teller?
Yeah, but for me, like, I don't know what I want to do. I have like, I guess I have some base plans, but then I need to like work more on it and figure it out. Because I really want to do it by like second term examination. Not that I'm trying to put a deadline on myself, so I'll be all pressured to choose one, but I want to take my time, but obviously I don't have a lot of time. Time flies, I already said so. And as cliche as that sounds, it's so true.
I really hope we don't have I really hope this year doesn't go by so quickly as the previous years did.
I think it will.
I think it will as well, but I really do not want it to. Yeah. But at the same time,
even if it does fly by, I would want to meet my classmates again.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think I want the year to end. But at the same time, I think it's gonna go by so quickly that I don't know.
For me, I want it to end, but I don't want it to end. And as in the sense of, well, exams are done.
I don't want the academic pressure of the year, but I want the year to end, which is going to make the academic pressure go away, but at the same time it's also means that
all the time away that we had.
It's the end of probably this friend group that we've made in
I'd hope I would be communicating with a lot of them later on,
definitely,
but I don't think I will. I would want that, but it's such an unrealistic expectation.
It is so difficult to stay connected with people.
I know, and it's much more easier now because we see each other every day, or we meet each other very often in school and stuff. But after grade 10, Like, it'll be very difficult to get a hold of someone else.
Yeah, because there's probably a couple of people who are going to go abroad, and like meeting up with them is going to be an entire process that takes months.
I would be surprised if I could be in a call with someone who's going abroad, like with the time difference and all.
Yeah,
I'd want to stay connected with people, and I really hope I will, but I'm not going to like put an unrealistic expectation on myself.
Yeah,
like, oh, I'm going to talk to them every day. Like, no, I know I want, and I don't want to like mess that up for me.
I've definitely tried to stay in touch with the people that I met in Australia while I had my time there, but I don't really talk to many of them anymore. And even the ones that I do talk to right now, it's not very often. It's like once in a couple of months. And it's not even a really long conversation. So I don't think I'm going to stay connected with a bunch of the people in our class right now, but I hope I do, because the class is so fun and I love it so much.
The one good thing that came out of lockdown for me that I recall and that like will stay with me forever, I think, is like my preschool friends just hit me up. Like, they got my account on Instagram, and there's like a group of like 9 people or 7 people. And I know I don't talk to them often. I don't even know half of them. I just know this one person from there. But I mean, I like that, and I really wish like it was 10 years back. Me being in preschool was like almost 10 years back. It was 10 years back. And my friends from then could like find me. And that was so surprising. I was so ecstatic that I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy. It was a really good day. And I really wish, like, I don't know if it's going to happen with our grade, like,
I hope it does,
I hope like one of us can like figure someone out, and we'll just work as a group and find someone else.
I hope everyone will like at least keep each other's like contacts, so even in the future, if we want to do a reunion, which I think our grade will want to do.
I don't think our grade would like go against the idea of a reunion.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a couple of people missing, but that's normal.
You can't help
You can't exactly help 24 people to join in one area at a certain time, because there's going to be at least one person who's busy and can't make it. So that's going to be
But I do think our grade will have contact with each other, like, maybe not with everyone, obviously.
Not with everyone. There's probably going to be a couple of drifters, but
maybe like 10 people might still be in contact.
There's going to be. I think there's a majority of us who are going to stay in touch with each other, but even if we don't talk that often, we're going to bring up the most random of memories.
I know.
And it's going to be...
Let's say, like, I was just eating ice cream one day, and then I'm like, oh, wait, remember doing this when we were doing this, or whatever.
Exactly. And then you just call them up and be like, hey, do you remember that time when this happened?
And, like, cringe at the memories.
Yeah, and then also just laugh at them, because it would be fun. Like, looking back on what you've already learned and what you've experienced is always fun. Most of the time.
I know I like go against taking pictures sometimes. Very often, but I've like learned to get away with that. I've learned to like, let it be, just like have fun in the moment, enjoy it, and like.
I don't specifically like, people tell me I should pose for pictures. I don't know how to pose for pictures whatsoever.
Not me. The most you can do is stand and smile.
Exactly.
That's the most you're gonna get from me.
Exactly.
If I do like a cheese piece, whatever, then that's something. But
it's something. But I don't, unless if someone forces me into certain poses for pictures, I'm fine if they just force me to.
I'm standing there with a smile. That's it.
Yeah, if they force me to do something for a picture or something, I'll be fine with it, as long as like it isn't too out there and just crazy.
I don't know. But I would rather take pictures of someone else or something else than me.
It's, for me personally, I have a habit of just taking pictures of my friends when they're doing the most randomest of things, and keeping that for myself as memories, so that in the future I can just make them remember the moments, but I can also just make sure I remember the moments as well, because those pictures are probably going to stay with me for a long, long time.
Yeah, for me, like, I like taking pictures of others, and I have these like random voice notes from people that I keep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it just happens. Like, let's say I'm calling someone and I've recorded the screen and I don't realize it. Yeah. And, like, that captures the most funniest moment ever.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh my God, that was good.
There's been so many moments where I wish I had it recorded so I could just look back on it and just laugh at the stupid jokes we made. And I really hope they happen more in the future as we grow older. And
also, while taking candid pictures, the expectations I have are so cool. Like they are all happy or smiling. It's such a good picture. The reality is like a devil, or like a very blurry picture that does not even look good. Or like someone has like, I don't know, one of their eyes looks like huge, the other does not. Or like it's like the most weirdest facial structure thing. I don't know. Like I have such expectations. Like, oh my god, they're gonna smile. It's gonna be so cool. I'm gonna capture the moment and whatever. And the result just makes me go like, no, I'd laugh at the result so bad that I'd like end up tearing up.
Exactly, but like, I wish those moments were the things that I thought would happen in my head. But at the same time, I'm very happy with the moments that we do have, because like, they make for very fun memes just to share in the friend group.
Our grade has a thing with that. I know you sent me this one picture of me from online classes. I can't get it out of my head. It will never leave me for some reason. It always comes across like to me at the most random times when I'm supposed to be serious. And that one picture comes up and I'm like, why you can't laugh?
Good. That is very good for the picture.
I mean, I guess that was the purpose.
Yeah, it was. Just to make people laugh and smile about something stupid that's happening.
In a very serious moment.
Yes.
I can't hold my laughter in. Sometimes I can't laugh. When I do, I just can't stop.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Like
There's
right
something
now,
with me.
I don't think I can stop for a while. Anyways, moving on, because we're talking about far in the future at this point. Like, I don't know. What else?
Like, getting back to now, grade 10.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like the way our class is. Like, our class is all bonded up together, and it's really cool. And friendships, too. Our class does not have this, like, I'm against everyone, or I have a favorite type of thing. Yeah, like, we all do have our groups. Like, it's not as, like, we're dividing our class into groups, but it's more like we are, like, more comfortable with someone. But then it's not that we don't talk to others. Yeah,
it's like our grade is like an entire friend group in of itself, but there's like smaller groups inside of it that are like a bit more closer, where you can share your personal feelings with, like any personal information that you need or like want to share with people, and you don't feel like sharing it with the entire grade. You have your group, like you have your closest friends you can share that with. But at the same time, I think everyone's fine with like basically the entire grade knowing their information and stuff.
Yeah, like that. There might be some limits or boundaries that they would like to keep to themselves or just to some people.
Obviously, but
there will be. Oh, that's an obvious thing. But I do think like our class is comfortable enough in some sense, or like maybe even if not with the entire class. Yeah, they will be comfortable with like at least one or two people. Yeah, and I like that a lot. Yeah. I think like almost all grades have that bond. Yeah. But I'd like to think that our grade is just special.
Exactly.
I'm gonna think that no one's gonna change my mind.
Like our teachers tell us, we are the best grade in the school.
We are the best grade in school.
Obviously.
We are.
Why would we not be the best grade in the school? Anyways, moving on from us being the best grade in the school. Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge thing to move on from, but we can, right?
Probably. I don't think I'm going to get over the fact that I don't really believe our teachers when they say that we are the best grade in the school.
I know they say that to almost every grade, but I'll take it when they do say that to us.
I personally believe that they actually mean it, because there's a lot of teachers that have shown a completely different side to us versus what I hear from our juniors about them. And it's like, they're not like this.
That's what comes with like becoming seniors. I think you will adapt to it more than like juniors will. But it's so cool to hear juniors go on about like, oh my god, this teacher is so strict, and we're like, strict? What?
But they're so fun.
And like the expression they have is like,
what do you mean? They're so fun. It's so fun.
Like it's so fun. Also like giving them like wrong expectations, not in a bad way, but like, you know, kind of intimidating them a lot with like, this teacher's going to be so strict, or you're going to have so much homework from this. Yeah,
exaggerating what teachers do to make sure that the juniors feel a lot more comfortable with what they actually do is always fun, because seeing their reaction to how quote-unquote strict some teachers are is always a blast.
It's always fun. I don't know. I think like it's not bullying. It's just giving them high expectations.
Now, is it bullying? That's a different topic completely. And it's like, oh well. If it is bullying, I'm sorry, I guess. But
I mean, I wouldn't take it to like the wrong extent, or like take it to like
it's not bad. I'm just trying to make sure you feel comfortable with who they actually are.
We just exaggerate things, so you're gonna be all scared for it, and then when you go there,
it's not gonna be so bad, and stuff like that. I hope that's what's happened, rather than the juniors feeling that we just lied to them. I really hope that's not what's happened.
But I do appreciate all our teachers.
Yeah, definitely.
They've made things a lot easier for us.
Yeah, they've also been so fun and so just kind in general.
I mean, they do understand us in a lot of sense when we do talk to them, so I really appreciate that. Like I know they're not giving us a lot of stress for grade 10, but then they do keep us grounded. Like when we're just flying high and acting like we're all seniors, we're cool and whatever. Yeah. Like, they'll be like, they'll just put us down again.
They that's what they do. Yeah. And I appreciate it a lot, but there's some moments which I think are just a bit too far, but I think eventually we can overcome those, and because they've also seen us do the same things basically, and so
also like when teachers say like don't become like all now that you're seniors, don't just let it get to your head and stuff. I don't know, I think for our class will take a while just comprehending the fact that we're in grade 10.
It's like we walked into the senior block the other day, right, me and my friend, and she was talking about how we were the oldest people in the school, and I was just like, oh wait, please do not remind me. I don't feel like it. It does not feel like it.
We don't even look like that graders.
Exactly. Even
like something in
even our teachers have our teachers have pointed out.
And like, are you in grade 10?
It doesn't feel like we're in grade 10.
It doesn't look like we're in grade 10.
It doesn't look
feel like we're in grade 10. It's just that
we are in grade 10.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. Just am I in grade 10? I don't know. I question myself a lot.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, I don't think any of those I'm in grade 10, but in actuality, I am in grade 10, and it scares me sometimes.
I know, like, time went by so fast. Like, sometimes I just think something I did 5 years ago was just, like, a couple of days back, and I'm like, oh, wait.
Some days ago, like, I was basically crying over homework, and then I was like, wait, this isn't even grade 9 homework. This is grade 10 homework. And then I just stared into space for a couple of minutes before concentrating again.
For our homework and all the stuff we have, it's really nice that we're getting it. And I would want to work myself. I don't want to procrastinate, but I do. Like, someone get me out of it.
Procrastination is annoying.
I don't like it. It's bad. I know it's bad, but then I don't know. I just like get the habit of doing it very often, and I do procrastinate a lot. I know it for a fact, but then I do get my work done. I don't know how do I manage to do it, but I do.
Yeah. I end up doing a bunch of homework in the morning, and I somehow finish a majority of them. Yeah. And so it's weird. Procrastination is a help, but at the same time is very, very annoying.
Like, I know if I would not procrastinate a lot, then I know I would have done much better. I could have gotten like a lot of work done beforehand. But no, I do it like early in the morning before school. Nothing wrong with that.
Even at school, my homework's probably never complete. Anyways, I think that's all we have to talk about, right?
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to get much into grade 10 and go all sentimental about it.
Yeah, because we're only 2 weeks into this year, so that's the end.
Thank you for watching.
Hope you enjoyed. And